Hello, beautiful people. My name is Athol. Let's jump into it. And today, I guess this is a little bit of story time. If you go back to my teenage years and into my early 20s, I was really serious about being an evangelical Christian. Totally into it, read the Bible, prayed lots, all this sort of stuff, with very much the goal of becoming a pastor or traveling evangelist or speaker or whatever it is. Religious guy who gets to travel talking about stuff. But also at the same time, I had done a whole bunch of New Age philosophy type readings. I was in college studying world religions and sociologies. And all of these things, Christianity, New Age, world religion, sociology, all of these things are attempting to be explanations of how the world works and why it works and what our place in it is. And they can't all be right all the time, because they don't agree about much of anything at times, it seems. So I always had this enormous struggle at trying to integrate them all into some sort of coherent whole. And really about the best you could ever get done was trying to compartmentalize everything, like this is for this, and this is for that, and that's for that. But none of these actually mesh. It's like they're all different competing hostile systems to each other. And that was enormously stressful for me, trying to hold it all in my head and integrate it. And it got to the point by the time I was 24, 25, it's like I knew enough to know. I knew enough to know at that point that I just wasn't going to believe that brand of Christianity enough to bank my career and future on that sort of stuff. There was always the risk at some later point I would just get, I don't believe any of this. And if that's your career, is believing in something, then what do you do? So that's when I took a break from seeking out that sort of pastoral role, that career path, and got into the field of developmental disabilities, found I really liked it, became a nurse, and basically worked in that field for 16, 17, 18 years or something, and really enjoyed it. So that's still, for lack of a better term, it's pastoral of sorts. It is caring for people, trying to help them, trying to get them to live their best, most able lives, trying to achieve what they can achieve and better themselves. And even the stuff that I've done online, all the stuff I've written about relationships, has all been to help people, to give them tools to make their life better, because I genuinely enjoy it. I genuinely enjoy giving people information that makes their lives better. But if you've looked at what I've done over the last 10 years, it's like I'm on this topic, and then I'm still struggling to find the answer with that topic, and then I'm on to the next one and trying to find the answer for that. And I've still been on that quest and that journey to try and integrate everything, trying to integrate all that theory, all the philosophy, all the ideas and the beliefs into something that feels like a coherent, systematic whole that just makes enough sense. And I know there is no perfect theory of everything that you'll ever understand or know, but at least have something that makes sense and is functional. And it really just can't be abstract theory either. It really has to turn into practical plans. This is what you do. This is what's going to work in reality. Because I'm not interested in fancy thoughts that have no practical application or just plain don't work. And it's like I've been fighting with this sort of intellectual Rubik's Cube for the better part of 40 years now. And never quite solving it. Like I could get one side, but then I'd try and get another one, and then it would mess the first side up, and I could get this side, but not that. I could build this layer, but not complete it. And it just feels like in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, everything has finally clicked into place. I finally understand and know enough that I have this collective whole. Of course, unfortunately, it's all in my head. I have to turn it into books and products and get it out there. But I've solved it. I've solved the problem. And it's really about integrating the intellectual side of things, the emotional side of things, the physical side of things, and the spiritual side of things into some sort of system that just makes sense. Like I say, it doesn't explain absolutely everything, but it certainly explains more than enough. And it works. And I see why it works. And I know how to present it. And I finally have it. And so that's in part why there's the changing of the tagline and on my email from the dateable marriage to life, the universe, and someone. So what I'm doing now is really sort of I don't know, a secular pastoral speak or whatever it is. It's really tuned into that. I finally have the big pieces, the big puzzle pieces aligning where I get it. And it's so relieving. I'm so happy. I'm so content and at peace with this all. I really can't wait to push it on out. So, no, really, it's just, oh, God, I finally get it. And I know that, this is just standard Enneagram 5 stuff. You have to understand before you can do anything. And I know the answer is always just meant to be, well, just start doing it, and then you'll find the answers and figure it out. And I get that, and I've tried, and that's why I've committed myself to writing books and teaching stuff and creating videos and everything. But I finally got it. I have finally got it. So that's about it. I'll talk to you soon.